very warm welcome to you all here for this Scottish Cup action between Partick Thistle and Hearts. I'm joined today on commentary by former Partick Thistle cameraman, a big loss to the media team, I'd say. He's now a member of the Hearts team. It's Ewan Waddle. Thanks for joining me, Ewan.
How are you doing? I'm looking forward to this one today.
So obviously you made the move to Hearts in the summer, or just after the summer.
Across the divide. No transfer fee though, I don't believe.
That's shocking.
But it's good to be back involved with Thistle. Brilliant club. And the women's team are soaring, as well as Hearts women's team as well. So really looking forward to this one today. Yeah,
we're definitely in for some good action. Of course, the last meeting between these two sides, full of controversy.
Yep, feisty.
Ended 4-1 to your side. A disallowed goal from Lindsay Taylor sparked debate amongst fans of both sides.
Yeah, there was a controversial red card for denial of a goal scoring opportunity, which is still up for debate to this day.
Yeah, I remember it fondly. But of course, we've got this action here. I will go through the Thistle lineups, and if you want to go through the Hearts lineup. But for the hosts in goal, we've got 25 Megan Cunningham, then number 2 Rosie Slater, number 3 Emma Lawton, number 5 Demi Faulkner, number 8 Claire Docherty, number 9 Cara Henderson, number 12 Rachel Donaldson, number 14 Amy Bullock, number 15 Lindsay Taylor, number 24 Carla Boyce, and number 30 Lucy Sinclair. And the bench consists of number 1 Ava Easton, number 7 Cody Hay, number 10 Claire Adams, number 11 Rebecca McAllister, number 16 Rachel Wright, number 17 Jenna Ferguson, number 22 Rosie McClellan, and number 27 Imogen Longcake.
Your visitors today are number 1 in goal Charlotte Parker-Smith. At right centre back we've got number 20 Carly Girasoli, and central centre back we have the captain Georgia Hunter. At left centre back we have number 12 Lizzie Waldy. At right wing back we have number 4 Emma Brownlee. Number 6 is Republic of Ireland international Ciara Grant, scored here a lovely free kick last time. We've got number 8, which is our other centre mid, Erin Rennie. Jamaican international Sadie Adamolican, who is number 16. Number 17 is our left wing back Addie Hanley. And your 2 up front is number 9 Georgia Timms, and number 18 is Kate Mooney.
Exciting times.
Kate Mooney's an interesting one. She came from non-league side Lewis, and I believe this could be her first start, so it will be good to see what she can provide for Hearts today.
Just about to get kicked off here. It'll be Thistle to kick us off.
It's a lively atmosphere so far.
Well, it's always an interesting tie between these two. We'll get underway here. Amy Billett looking to release Cara Henderson down this right hand side. Feisty already. Here's Henderson now, looking to create something. Scored last week in our heavy defeat against Celtic. Ball bounced about the box, as cleared eventually. Not very far, Brownlee back to Girasoli, and eventually does get away, and it'll end up all the way back at Megan Cunningham. Hearts deploying what sounded like was a 5 at the back.
Yeah, I believe it's a 5 at the back, which can switch to a 3 at the back depending on how the game goes. As you saw there, Thistle were very direct, so it'll be interesting to see how that formation changes throughout the match.
Well, last time we played each other, I know for a fact that they looked to unleash Emma Brownlee down that right hand side, and did after just a few minutes when they opened the scoring through Lockwood.
As you can see right now, Emma Brownlee playing a very high role on that right hand side. She's just looking for that switch ball, which will hopefully release her, but that does mean a lot of tracking back.
There's a lot of pressure from Thistle on Hearts, but Jambo's able to keep possession for now. Girasoli looking to perhaps unleash Grant.
Out for a goal kick here.
Yep, does eventually go out for that goal kick. Hearts obviously sit 4th in the table.
Oh, scrappy there from the Thistle goalie.
Yeah, Megan Cunningham, rare that she makes a mistake like that, but she has done there, and Emma Lawton was under severe pressure but manages to get the throw in her favour.
She's got to be a bit more direct with those passes from out the back, because Hearts have got a lot of speedsters in their front line. You need to really watch out for Georgia Tim. She's like a freight train. It's very fast.
Georgia Tim's, I used to say last season, she'll either score nothing or she'll score a hat-trick. She's a fantastic player. Hearts are very lucky to have her.
Yeah, she's a really good target player as well. She's quite good up front in the terms that she's quite multi-dimensional.
I remember coming to visit you when it was the Edinburgh Derby, and Timms was playing sort of as a wide target player in that game. So
yeah, it only worked for so long until Hibs kind of found out what Hearts were trying to achieve, and obviously ended up losing that game. It was a poor performance all round.
It's a ball into the box here. It's a misjudged clearance there by Rosie Slater. The ball eventually does get out, and Carla Boyce can hold it up. Try and find Amy Bullock, can't get it to her. It's a real opportunity for Hearts, and it's a ball in behind looking for Timms, can't quite get it in.
Poor from Addie Hanley. She's got a good left and right foot there, but that was just a wee bit too strong on the pass for Timms, who's never getting onto that.
Of course, next week kicks off the split in the league. Are you excited for those matches?
Oh, that'll be good. I know that the split has a lot of split opinion in the men and women's division, but to be fair, I think it's an exciting time for supporters. It'll be good to see the best go against the best, especially in the women's league, because the gap between the top teams isn't as big as what it is in the men's division, in my opinion.
Well, definitely. I mean, there's only 4 points between us, and every side ahead of Thistle in the top 6 are professional.
Yeah.
Whereas we would obviously still consider amateur and part-time. So it's just it's really good to see how far they've came, especially.
It's remarkable. It is remarkable for the Thistle team to be doing so well. Some would say overachieving, but if you actually look deeper into it, they've been playing well for a few years now. That's Phil won by Georgia Timms, but maybe a bit lucky there. Looked as if she was the person who fouled, but
yeah, Lucy Sinclair voicing her opinions there. Not impressed.
It was well left there.
As Megan Cunningham, she will just take her time, sets her options up top. She's looking for Lindsay Taylor. Can't get past the Hearts defence. It's out to Brownlee now. Here's an opportunity for Hearts. Here's Grant. It's very well done by Rosie Slater to cut that out. Rachel Donaldson perhaps looking for a switch towards Boyce, can't get it there. Here's Girasoli, Grant, Brownlee, and Timms and Brownlee again. Looking for Rennie, and Sinclair's happy to let that go out for a throw-in for the Jags, but that was some good play there by Hearts.
Yeah, there's some good link-up play there. I think Erin Rennie could have done better. It looked as though she'd kind of given up once the ball went over her head, but I felt like she could have run onto that there.
Of course, your last round of the Cup, so a heavy victory. Was it 10-0 over East Fife?
Yes. Many goal scorers, hard to keep up with on a stat point of view. I was actually wondering whether this would be the most goals scored at this point in the Cup, in the Women's Scottish Cup history, because 19 goals for Hearts so far in 2 rounds. It's quite incredible.
We've obviously had a couple of more difficult ties, if you could say, but no disrespect to Queen's Park, who are obviously flying in the SWPL too. They look to have probably wrapped up that title soon.
A bit of hesitation.
Parker Smith's just forced to put that out for a throw-in. Not sure what happened, a bit of miscommunication from the Hearts backline.
Yeah, Parker Smith didn't know whether to come out and collect or whether Georgia Hunter was going to get her foot on that, so there was a bit of hesitation, especially if Addie Hanley there as well. But
it was almost as if she looked to actually pick it back up.
Yeah, just a bit of hesitation. the very start of the game. Both teams haven't really settled here. It's been quite a topsy-turvy first couple of minutes.
Gus Henderson wins it off of Hunter. Taylor drops it back to Doherty, perhaps looking for the shot. She'll get it off. And
good save
collected
from
well
Parker
there
Smith.
by Parker Smith. Claire Doherty is known for scoring the screamer too.
Yeah, Parker Smith, she's a good shot stopper, but I think once you get those kind of curling efforts that most goalies would struggle with, I would say that's our weak point. But yeah, she's good in point blank, and also when she has a bit of time to think about where she's going to go. But that was decent from her there.
Yeah, it's Carly Girasoli with the throw in. She's one that's really impressed me this season. She obviously arrived last season. I think it was London City Lionesses, somewhere down south anyway. But it's she's really impressed me when I've seen her play.
Yeah, it was London City Lionesses, and she'd previously played with Glasgow City and Rangers. So I mean, those are big names. Certainly knows how to play football as easily as you could put it. You wouldn't be playing at those kind of clubs if you weren't a top player.
Even at London City Lionesses, that was they used to at least be a big team.
Yeah.
I think they've kind of fallen down the divisions down south, but especially back years ago, that was a team that sort of was one of your bigger clubs.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't have a men's team, but like Glasgow City. Megan Cunningham gets back on the way here, on loan from Rangers. She's had to have her place on the bench recently, and sometimes not even in the squad due to Rangers recalling her and playing against her parent side, but it's allowed Ava Easton to really step up. She was actually nominated for this month's SWPL Player of the Month. Unfortunately lost out to Emma Thompson, another young goalkeeper. Sinclair trying to put in Henderson, and ball falls for Doherty, whose shot just can't quite get the connection she wanted, and it's unfortunately ended up for a throw-in.
Yeah, you can tell Thistle are going for this one so far, looking more confident at their home ground, especially if you compare it to last time. Cleared there from Addie Hanley, but it's poor. No real
Doherty
direction.
with a brilliant ball in behind, looking for Henderson, and some very good defending there by, I believe that was your captain, Hunter. Cara Henderson not impressed. She feels like she was held back. Brian Graham now having a word with the linesman about his opinion on it. Here is Donaldson. She'll try and get that ball towards Henderson. Can't get it there. It's cleared only as far as Emma Lawton. Now Boyce battling away, as is Sinclair. It's very scrappy here in the middle. Henderson's picked it up. Found Lucy Sinclair. Just a wee bit of a heavy touch there. Girasoli again stopping her.
It's a solid tackle there. She was always going to get that.
It's Timms held up well. Adam Mullican now looks out to the left. So missed touch there by Grant. She's recovered well. Girasoli once more. Hearts are starting to get their groove. It's about 14 minutes into this match. It's good defending there by Doherty to stop that ball going in behind. Adam Mullican does well though. Lawton trying to get away. Feels like she was held back. Referee doesn't see anything wrong. Waldy will get us back underway.
Oh,
that's a long shot there.
Oh,
it's
very
off the bar.
close.
Off the bar, actually, into the hands of Megan Cunningham, but it has been ruled out for a corner.
That was a really strong strike. It just seemed as though she was trying to get it away from the middle of the park there, but it nearly paid off. It was right off the top of the crossbar and it's went out for a corner.
That could easily have been 1-0 to the Jambos. It's quite lucky that it was kept out. It's a dangerous corner and it's going over everyone. It'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, you say that nearly 1-0, but I think quite undeservedly so far. I think Thistle have been the better team in the opening 15 minutes.
Megan Cunningham away to retrieve the ball. We'll get this game back underway. Thistle seem to have adapted more of a 4-2-3-1 right now. It's very scrappy here, but it's come out to Lawton. Looking to send the ball down that right hand side, perhaps looking for Henderson. It's Grant. Ball given away. Henderson. Adam Mulligan comes out on top though. She will just use the safety of her defence. Some safety, perhaps the wrong word. Here's Boyce. Just a heavy touch, gets away from her. Lawton looking to take the throw. Signed, of course, in the summer from Motherwell. Foul given away there. Quite needlessly, I would say, by Waldy.
Yeah, she was protesting quite heavily there, but I mean, it was right in front of the linesman, so you would expect him to get the call right.
Yeah, unless you had Stevie Wonder out there, that was a foul every day of the week. Plenty of options in the box here for Thistle. It'll be Amy Billock to take it. We know she's got a good delivery. Of course, our first round of this competition, we beat Motherwell 4-2. Amy Billock got a hat-trick of assists in the second half, all from set pieces. There's plenty of options in there. Even Rosie Slater lingering on the outside. Gets a good delivery in.
What's in?
Oh, that looked to have been in. Oh, another dodgy decision here at Petershill Park against Hearts. What? Oh, that's...
Seems like we're having a repeat of the last game.
Oh, that's...
From my point of view...
That's not offside either.
From my point of view, the ball looked to have almost dropped over the line, but obviously we're up in the gantry here. I'm not too sure how close it actually was, but...
Fortunately, we don't have our pit side camera this week, or else we would have found out. That appeared to have been offside, but Megan Cunningham quick off her line to clear it regardless. And back on the way after a manic couple of minutes. Brownlee, dangerous ball into the box.
Given his offside as well.
Raise the flag for that one. That one looked less offside than the last one.
Yeah, Minnie almost looked to be kind of trailing behind her marker, so I don't really understand that decision there, but that's a very manic couple of minutes though. Yeah, definitely. Looking for a bit of calmness in this game, because there's quality on both sides. I think that's what's causing. I thought we were about to go to a VAR decision there.
If only. It's a good flick on there by Taylor, looking for Donaldson. Girasoli's quick off her mark to get that.
It was if in doubt there, she was not even looking around, it was just get the ball out.
Doherty finds Boyce. Boyce trying to turn her marker. Dangerous ball into the box, just over the head of Henderson. Now Addie's going to try and get away. Addie Hanley it was, yeah. Left wing back. Very dangerous player on her day. You've mentioned already, she's got a very good left and right foot. It's what you want from your fullback. Yes. Scottish international at a youth level, so she's got something about her. Scored, I believe, in the last round.
and in the round before that she's got 2 goals so far in this competition from left wing back, which is impressive. I think this is, as you were saying earlier, this is Hearts' first real test in this competition.
Again, with all due respect to the sides they played beforehand, much lower opposition, like Edinburgh Caledonia, what a 9-0 routing.
Yeah.
And then East Fife 10-0. Because our first round was against Motherwell. Won that 4-2 and then a 3-1 victory over Queen's Park. Very scrappy right now. Emma Brownlee thinking that she should have probably had that throw in. Not too sure how. And Tom well covered her bases there with Henderson. But I'd say it's been a very good game so far. A very end-to-end, if anything. I'd say Thistle were probably... If you look at the last few score lines against Hearts for Thistle, you'd probably assume that it was going to be a much heavier score line.
Shout from the crowd there, good idea, and it was just to get the ball across there, but I think we've got to be a bit more understanding that we've got our positions. We need to make sure that everyone's being realistic about their passes, not trying to force stuff, just taking it calm.
I believe the shout came from Kathleen McGovern, who's out injured at the moment, I believe. She had a flying start to the season for Hearts.
Yeah, I believe she scored 4 in the 9-0 win over Edinburgh Caledonia, so she'll be heavily missed. Clearly got an eye for goal, and despite it being a lower league opposition, it was still some great quality in those finishes.
Well, a good switch there out to Adam Mulligan, but the ball had just crossed the line, I believe.
It was great control initially, but it just seemed to be the second touch. Just took it just outside the touchline.
Claire Doherty to take the throw in. Good sliding challenge there by Taylor. Much to the dismay of Mooney for some reason. Won the ball completely fine, I'd say.
Oh, giving away a cheap corner there. I think Doherty had more time than what she realised. She had a wee bit of pressure from Mooney there, but not a lot. So I think she could have done better there, but it's a corner for Ciara Grant to try and whip in.
Well, we know that Ciara Grant's got a good delivery on her. Options in the box are plenty. Waldy, Girasoli and Brownlee all up there. Timms as well, right on the goalkeeper. It seemed to be a good delivery, but seemed to be a foul actually on to Cunningham. But referee
retake of the corner.
has ordered a retake. I don't quite think that was the correct decision when the keeper's getting pushed right into our net.
I think those kind of decisions need to be made before the ball's kicked, before you start blowing the whistle and asking for retakes.
Yeah, completely agree.
If you see something, call it out at the time rather than waiting until the corner's actually on its way in.
Yep. Ball will be whipped in here. So another good delivery. Looking perhaps for Hunter. Donaldson's clearance isn't as good as she would perhaps have thought. Taylor will eventually get that away, but Hearts keeping up the danger. Mooney stays on her feet.
I think there was better options there for Mooney. It was initially earlier. It was a great piece of skill from Ciara Grant to get away from her marker and whip the ball in. It was probably unlucky that nobody got onto it, but then there Mooney near post probably wasn't the best option. She probably could have chipped it in. see what options were in the box just to nod it home. There's been a lot of headers scored in this team. Yeah, I don't think that was the right decision there from the Heart striker.
A foul has been given away by Carla Boyce. Probably about 10 yards in front of the halfway line. It will be Kira Grant here to whip it in. Options in the box again. I think the wind is playing its part today at Petershill. That's gone over the heads of everyone.
Yeah, I was singing her praises a minute ago, but it was a poor ball, just a bit overhit. But
yeah, it's very windy here at Petershill. We'll give it that.
Yeah. Feeling the cold up in the gantry.
In Scotland, you feel the cold at every gantry you go to.
Yeah, at least it's not Aberdeen. Otherwise, it'd be freezing.
You haven't even experienced the Aberdeen gantry, have you?
I have.
Oh, have you?
I have,
oh.
yeah. And it was absolutely
Baltic.
Yeah, and it was pelting it down.
Yeah, filming up in that gantry last October for the men's was not fun.
No.
Anyway, back on the way, Adam Mulligan here. It's a good bit of skill there. I don't actually think Lucy Sinclair even meant to foul her. I think it's just the way that her foot's been caught as she's done that terrific piece of skill. And it's gone another dangerous area here for Hearts. Kira Grant again will take this free kick. Was she at the World Cup?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen a couple of interviews of her talking about her ambitions in the World Cup, so I'm sure she did.
Thistle opted for a two-man wall of Henderson and Donaldson, and it's a good delivery. I think it was Girasoli that got her head onto it. Corner's been given. Referee quite easily persuaded there. Corner's taken quickly. It's whipped in dangerously and into the arms of Megan Cunningham. She had to ensure she got that.
Yeah, it was well kept. You'd have thought someone like Lizzie Waldy with her height would try to be in the box for that corner rather than taking it.
Yeah, I think she just seen the opportunity to take that fast.
Yeah.
But regardless, still 0-0 here.
It's been a lot calmer in the last kind of 10-15 minutes compared to the first half, I would say. Teams are actually managing to play a little bit of football.
Oh, that's a brilliant ball, and it's just in front of Mooney. It's quite unfortunate for Hearts there. But a relief for us. Or for me, I should say.
Listen, I'm impartial.
Harry Milne's signed shirt didn't do anything for you.
Nah, still got it. Cherish it to this day.
Here's Taylor. Try to break down this right-hand side. Donaldson, seems to be a foul there, but Donaldson's happy to play on. So ended up with Henderson. Turned well. Finds Donaldson. It's a heavy touch. Surprised the referee's not come back to have a wee word about the foul on Taylor, but
might have just been a wee coming together as they were running, a wee clash of legs.
yeah.
Shouts of offside there from the crowd, but I didn't really see that there. I thought it was just a poor touch from Rachel Donaldson that stopped a really good chance for Thistle there.
It's a dangerous ball here. It's dealt with well by Debbie Faulkner. Debbie Faulkner, of course, has won her praise this season. The Thistle captain, Hearts fan. Shock. Of course, the red card we discussed earlier in the last fixture was Demi Faulkner getting sent off.
Yeah, it was a strange one that. It looked as though the Hearts player had just turned her marker. So it was strange to give denial of a goal scoring opportunities. There was not really much time to actually see what options they had. But
up here from on commentary, I immediately called it as a red card. But having watched many replays, I can see why you gave it, but at the same time, it was. I don't think they'd even left the centre circle yet.
Yeah. And it was at 3-1 at that point in the game, so it kind of gave the Thistle team an avalanche to climb a 2-goal deficit and then a player down. It's It was unfortunate timing for them.
Especially after Lindsay Taylor's quite clearly still in goal wasn't allowed at 2. That would have made it 2 each. Thistle fans try to rally behind their team. Haven't seen wee Robbie here today.
I know.
No one with his drum.
I was going to say.
Caused some wound up some fan base last week with his drum.
Was it Pars fan, I believe.
Yeah, for the home and for the men's and the women's side, Celtic don't seem to be too impressed with his drum either. But
that's it though.
It isn't a Thistle women's match, particularly without Robbie.
Free kick here for Kira Grant, just off of the corner flag.
Yeah, it's pretty much identical to taking a corner. It's only about a yard in front, so let's see what she can do this time. Takes it short. Adam Mulligan looking for the strike. That was close. That was a real opportunity. She was quite unlucky there, Sadie Adam Mulligan.
Yeah, she's got real quality. It was just the dip. She didn't quite dip underneath the bar, but listen, it was a good bit of invention there from her, just to get that wee chance. It's always good to see players shooting from outside the box. In the modern game, you don't see it too much.
Yeah, much to my dismay, I love a good long shot.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't love a 30-yard screamer?
Dejan Stankovic, Inter Milan in the Champions League versus Schalke vibes. Game's gone soft. Here's Boyce trying to perhaps send for Donaldson on the left and couldn't get it to her. Taylor now providing chase. Parker Smith looking out for Addie Hanley. It's kept under possession by Hearts. Grant now to Brownlee. Here's an opportunity for the away side. Out to Timms. Timms up against Slater. Slater's doing quite well battling with her. Ball has remained in play just about. Still got it. Ball still with Hearts somehow. Girasoli now looking to get a ball into the box. Cleared well there by Faulkner. Henderson back to Lawton and eventually
given offside there. I'm not too sure that was offside.
I don't think that was.
Seemed like Handley was always running onto it rather than receiving it, so I'm not too sure from this angle anyway.
I personally don't think that was offside.
There was a good wee bit of play from Hearts there, picking up the second balls. Thistle just need to start playing a wee bit more direct rather than kind of waiting on the ball to come to them. They need to get the press up a wee bit if they want to really challenge in this game.
Again, it's Hearts going through their fullbacks. That started pretty much with Brownlee and ended up with Hanley. So switch there towards Brownlee, dealt with by Doherty. She'll just put the ball out of play just to recover well. Bit of skill there by Neil. Here is Girasoli. Looking for options. Finds Timms. I'd say that was a high feet, yeah. I think that's what he's called it for. Timms doesn't realise what she's been penalised for.
I think that was a bit harsh. I don't think her foot was ever going that high. I think she realised about halfway, just when she was at waist height, right, this isn't going to happen. She put her foot back down. So I think that was quite harsh from the referee. I think Thistle ended up breaking with the ball a wee bit there as well. So
I can agree, however, Lucy Sinclair, I think she won't mind me saying, oh no. It's well dealt with here. Good recovery there by Thistle. Back to it, I would say Lucy Sinclair isn't exactly the tallest, and
fair.
Georgia Timms is one of the taller females on the pitch right now, so I think the referee probably thought, yep, if she's going down for that, she'll probably get kicked in the face.
Yeah. Fair.
With no disrespect to Lucy. She's a great girl.
Just need to bring the ball down here.
Yeah, it's very much in the air. Scrappy once more.
It's a two-armed push from Slater. I think that was a foul to Hearts, I would say.
Yep, Hearts are making their presence known there. Not happy with the referee's decision to not book her. It's been quite feisty between Slater and Timms. Kira Grant again, that's another dangerous delivery. It's actually met the head of Hunter. She probably should have done better there. She wasn't marked.
She's got previous for a headed goal at the back post. She's had to hit it across the keeper, I think, there. I think that would have resulted in a goal if she'd managed to get it, but still a lot of time left.
Absolutely. It's dangerous there by Faulkner. First rule that I got taught in football was never pass it across your goal.
Don't know if you noticed that there, but it was almost as if Hearts had flicked a switch and they just initiated the press very well.
Look at how high they are. The furthest back appears to be
It's Lizzie Waldy, and she's just past the semicircle as that play was happening there. Thistle are also known for playing it quite narrow, having several bodies in the one area, so that might play into Hearts' favour if they stretch the play like they are. As you can see, Hanley just at the complete other side of the pitch, completely free.
Mooney going down rather easily there. Brownlee holding up well at Adam Mullican now. Rachel Donaldson's done well to come back and I think that free kick could have gone either way, but
yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just give a throw in there. I think it was quite a fair challenge.
Yeah, agreed.
I think Sadie Adamolican went down there quite easily, but I don't think she was ever claiming a foul.
That's something that I've noticed from her. She doesn't tend to go down very easily, so it's quite out of character, that. And the only time that she has gone down to be fouled was when Lucy Sinclair caught her in the middle. Hearts fans trying to rally behind their team.
Well, looked like a loose elbow there.
Yeah, I think she did.
Think
Lindsay Taylor got caught.
Completely accidental by the looks of it. I think it was just... I think it was quite a natural movement from Girasoli there. It just caught Taylor in the back of the head.
Seems to be one particular Hearts fan that's getting himself quite involved with this. Apologies if anyone can hear the language being used by a supporter.
I've always wanted to say about the fruity language that you might hear.
It's Petershill, you'll hear fruity language regardless of who's playing. Here's Kira Grant. Still with the ball, still keeping it well. Trying to get that switch on, intercepted by Bullock in the meantime, but Hunter picks up again. Here's Brownlee looking perhaps for Hunter, who's made an interesting run forward. Dealt with in the meantime by Rosie Slater. Hearts, yeah, as you said a few minutes ago, switch must have flicked with them because they're playing a lot more direct and playing their game a lot better than they had been.
Yeah, I think they're starting to realise that the five at the back just allows them to bring one of their defenders forward. So it's unlucky there
by Emma Brownlee, and I think it was Mooney that got the head to it.
Yeah, she's showing signs. She's been more involved in Tim's, I would say, and the forward plays. I don't know if that's maybe the play that they're going for, to try and have Tim's be a bit more dragging the players wide and having Mooney run through. She seems to be getting the most joy up front now. But I'm sure Tim's will find her way into a chance.
Just Cunningham to get us back on the way then. That's looking for Donaldson. Girasoli doing very well to keep the ball twice there. Eventually he does go Thistle bound, and here's Emma Lawton. She's got a lot of pace down this right hand side, a lot. It's a low cross towards it. That's a very dangerous chance there. And Donaldson keep it in, she can. Ball's still alive for Thistle. Here's Docherty to Bullock. Bullock trying to find Taylor there, can't get it to her. It's a chance for a counter. Here goes Brownlee. And Demolican looking for a shot, and it's over quite high and wide, but it's a real chance there for Thistle. That was quite unlucky.
Yeah, ball flashed straight across the 6-yard line. He just needed a Cara Henderson just to tap the ball in the back of the net there.
I like the idea that Henderson was going for, though. I think she thought that perhaps, I think it might have been Taylor was closer than she was. This is dangerous. It's Garant in the middle, puts it out to Waldy. Waldy trying a long ball, and it will go out for a corner. It's quite dangerous for the Edinburgh side. Again, another corner. This time it will be an in-swinger rather than an out-swinger from Grant. And plenty of options up there. It's interesting to note that only one player has stayed back there for Hearts. That's an unmarked. Hearts probably should have done better there. But
Yeah,
that's another unmarked player, so Thistle need to keep an eye out for that. That's another player that's gone unmarked. Yeah,
there's
balls at
a
the back
goal
of
in
the
the
net.
and there's a goal in this game. I believe it came from the Thistle assistant manager.
Yeah, I think that might be Ross Stormont claiming it. At least we've finally seen the ball in the back of the net. Well, we have already, but we won't talk about that. Sinclair, Grant and Taylor all battling in the middle. Taylor's been given an awful lot of space here. Just gives it back to Cunningham, perhaps regain her shape. Sends it forward towards Carla Boyce.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good ball towards Adam Mulligan. I don't think it was intentional, but he's got there. Brownlee at the back stick and nearly gets her foot onto it. Hearts are cooking.
yeah, it just shows you how important that Brownlee is. Just finds her way at the back post there, completely unmarked. It was just unlucky that the ball was just a wee bit heavy. But it was brilliant play from Hearts there. I don't know how the ball's not in the back of the net.
Emma Brownlee, I'd argue she's the best right back in the league. Up there with Emma Lawton, actually.
Yeah, well, she came from Rangers. She signed directly after their unbeaten season, so she's definitely got a lot of quality. Wouldn't be in a squad like that if he didn't, and she's definitely one of Hearts' better players, and I believe she scored twice against Dundee United at Gussie Park last week, so she's definitely got an eye for goal despite being a right wing back.
Well, there she's got the ball there. It's kept in. Georgia Timms trying to get to it, can't quite get there.
Yeah, it's quite a narrow park here at Petershill. One thing that the Hearts women team have struggled with is at Tynecastle when they've been playing there. It's also quite a narrow park, and they're used to playing on the Orion pitches, which are, I would say, they're a wee bit wider.
Probably slightly wider than Petershill, but it'll be interesting to see, obviously, with the split coming and a lot of big fixtures. I would not be surprised if a lot of the games got moved to Ibrox, to Celtic Park, to Tynecastle, to I mean, perhaps even Firhill Stadium. We've played there once this season. Oh, a missed hit there by Slater. Georgia Timms has gone down. She stayed down. She thinks she should have had a foul.
I think that seemed a bit soft there from Timms. I think she could have done better.
I agree. Yeah, Brownlee, Girasoli now, given away quite poorly there now. Sinclair, Henderson to Boyce. Here's a chance. Carla Boyce trying to break through. It's very well recovered there by Hunter. Try to look for us. Sadie Alamolican.
Oh, brilliant turn if she keeps that.
She does keep it.
Excellent bit of skill.
Here's a chance. Rennie looks out for Brownlee. Brownlee with a dangerous ball in. Met by the head of Faulkner. Adam Mulligan just waiting for that ball, and eventually will get cleared there by Taylor. but we're
Yeah,
just
there was a wee flick on there. It went to Timms, a wee bit of a quick thinking, flicked it on to Brownlee, who was making the forward run. I think she was wanting the ball cut back. It just didn't quite get to her. Brownlee opted for the cross in, and evidently came to nothing. But it's promising from Hearts. Obviously not good for Thistle. Need to try and get something here.
just on the brink of half time here. Emma Lawton's been cautioned by the referee for time wasting, perhaps, or moving too far forward. Anyway, perhaps a last opportunity here. Here's Brownlee looking up. Let's just try to keep possession. Girasoli's pass to Hunter. Swap out to Hanley. Oh, another offside call. Again, I didn't see that being offside.
Yeah,
It's a tight one, but
Hanley was standing still when she was receiving the ball, so I don't quite know why she would be standing in an offside position before receiving the ball. I think that's a bit of a strange one. It's been a couple of weird decisions so far, but you can only play the game as the referee dictates, so just have to keep going.
the referee is having a bit of a mare here because he's getting.
Yeah, he's asking for the ball to be moved every 2 seconds.
Yeah. It's not going well. I imagine that the level of officiating at this degree is not very good, but it's something that needs to be looked into, because a lot of these referees you wouldn't catch with a non-league match. But that's just my opinion. Thistle fans try to rally behind perhaps one last chance. Just about 47th minute here. Ball over the top for Mooney, and I actually think she would have been offside for that one. So the linesman was happy it let it just run to Cunningham.
Yeah, the decision making with the forward passes it's been a wee bit strange. I think that one had to be a bit more looping rather than so direct towards the Thistle goal.
It's Faulkner looking for Lawton. It's Sinclair. Taylor, here's her chance. Finds Boyce.
Oh,
That's a great
challenge.
tackle. That is a great tackle. We can't argue with that.
It's half time.
He's blown. You see the frustration on both sides.
Yeah, right at the end there, Thistle were just a lot more direct with their passes. They were finding each other's feet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can see the frustration definitely on the faces of both players. I mean, walking off there, you see Sinclair and Taylor having words. I would not be surprised, or there's Brian Graham having a wee bit of a conversation with the referee. The referee not even entertaining them.
I was going to say, I think even if the referee was having the best game of his life, I don't think Brian Graham would let him go without nipping his ear about something.
No, Brian Graham, yep, but I think he's got every right to be a wee bit
Yeah,
annoyed
definitely.
in this one. There's the linesman also getting a wee bit in the ear as he's passing that other side. Be interested to see what Brian Graham and Eva Ollett say to their sides ahead of this second half, because this game will go to extra time and penalties if required. So it's interesting to see, but we'll leave it there. That's half time here at Petershill between Partick Thistle and Hearts. Scoreless. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of this game between Partick Thistle and Hearts. Been a few changes at half-time for the visitors. Ewan, I'll let you take that away.
Yeah, so Jess Husbands came on for Addy Hanley. At left wing back, we've got Danny Finlay coming on for Erin Rennie, and Katie Lockwood, master goal scorer, coming on for Mooney, who had quite a lot of joy in the first half. So you would think a player of Katie's quality will come on, and hopefully there'll be a couple goals for Hearts.
No. Never bring the enemy on as your co-com. Traitor.
Sorry, impartial. Yeah, hopefully there's more goals in it for both teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Back underway. Here is Lockwood. It's a lot of pressure up here by Thistle to begin with. No changes for us. Here's Henderson.
Very calm there from Lizzie Waldy. She's done really well.
Here is one of the husband twins. Still find that intriguing that you've got two twins.
Yeah, it's quite the dynamic.
Whereabouts does Erin play?
I'm not sure. I'm sure she's a midfielder, but I can double check for you.
Of course, both were involved in Hearts' under-18s cup win last weekend, weren't they?
Yeah, victory over Celtic. There's some smashing goals in that. If you're interested, go and have a look on YouTube for them. There was some absolute screamers in both matches. The under-14s played as well, and they had some joy against Celtic. 2 cup wins for the Jambos.
I remember even sending you, I think it was the under-17s or the under-15s team, whatever it was. I remember sending it to you, and there was
half-time substitution for our visitors.
what, 8 Hearts players in the Scotland team? Just incredible.
Katie Lockwood.
Here's Henderson giving chase against Waldy.
Daniel Finlay.
Henderson continuing to give chase. Put a lot of pressure here.
Addison Hanley and Kate Mooney.
Erin's also a defender, which is interesting. 2 defenders in the same family.
Gary and Phil right there. But unfortunate there for Thistle, giving possession away after that throw in. Carla Boyce probably had a shout for going down. If she went down, that could have potentially been a penalty. Arms were wrapped around her.
Yeah, you've got to pick your moments as an attacker. Oh, look at the wind there. Did you see that?
Yep, that was incredible. Henderson just can't quite find that pass through. But wind is a big difference maker here at Petershill right now. This is like brought down, and it's a shot off there by Boyce, and can't turn it goal side.
Tell you what, if she miscued that a wee bit, there might have been a chance for Cara Henderson to touch on that, but she got quite a decent connection, which meant she overhit it. She's obviously going for the shot, but you never know what can happen.
That famous Petershill wind.
Yeah, it's a very open park. You can't really tell if you can see the trees flowing in the background. You can't really tell, but it is windy as anything here.
You have to hit it at the right power and the right angle if you want to actually get anything done.
Yeah. Well, you saw it earlier with that strike from Ciara Grant that just ricocheted off the crossbar.
And an update on your other score lines from this tournament. Spartans with a 5-0 routing of Livingston, and which sees the SWPL2 side leave the competition at the quarterfinals. Very good showing from them. You've also got a 6-2 victory for Rangers against Hibs, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm impartial, remember?
Yeah, you're impartial, yeah. Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing,
yeah,
buddy.
it's a funny league. I mean, obviously Edinburgh derbies, you can't really can't really predict them because it's always a different game every time they play. But you saw how well Hibs done against Hearts, and then for Hearts to almost squeeze a victory or even a draw against Rangers a couple of weeks back, and then for Rangers to go and beat Hibs 6-2. I mean, it's funny.
It's funny like this.
Yeah.
It was a dangerous delivery there by Bullock, and ball eventually went out for a corner kick. Some options in the box. I'd imagine Boyce, Henderson and Faulkner would be your main go-tos if I was Bullock taking this. Good delivery. I think it was actually aiming for Debbie Faulkner. Oh, mistake there by Docherty. This is dangerous. This is 3-on-2. Slater's done well to recover. Put across goal. Oh, and the husband just can't quite turn that in. Unfortunate for the young defender.
Yeah, she's a great prospect. She's doing really well for the youth squads, but she had to find
that perhaps be a lack of experience there from her meant that she couldn't quite turn that goal side.
Possibly, but I think she was a bit unlucky. It came off of her knee. Just seemed to go the complete wrong way. But what's important is keeping her in the game. Make sure she gets as many touches on the ball as possible. She just came on off the bench. So I believe that might have been her first, or one of her first touches as Lockwood gets sent through here.
It's a brilliant ball. It's very well recovered by Lucy Sinclair, but even then she can't even get that hit that she was perhaps like, oh, that's naughty there by Girasoli. I have a feeling she'll find.
Fans are not happy about that one. It was clear she had a wee nudge with her right hand.
Said that she perhaps a wee elbow into the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though much to the disappointment of that Hearts fan, that's the one guy. I apologise for any language you may hear over this stream. I've had several texts today regarding him. He has been warned, but clearly he's not taking that warning well.
To be fair, it's nice to hear him say cheat rather than any explicits.
Yeah. It's a flick on there by Faulkner, and that nearly ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah, you find a lot of those kind of goals in these kind of competitions. A lot of deflections or just a bit of lack of concentration, just sees the ball fly in the back of the net. But I think Parker Smith was lucky there that the ball wasn't going goalward, because I don't think she was anywhere near it.
Again, that wind probably had its helping hand in that.
Once again, the wind, the talking point.
It's always the talking point here. Who wants to talk about football? Let's talk about wind.
I was going to say, I think we're becoming the weather channel here. Oh,
that's a bit dangerous there by Waldy. It's a very high. Studs were up.
I think Sinclair went down a bit easy there, in my opinion. She was straight back up after it. High fives all round. I think it was a strong tackle, but I think it was necessary as well.
Perhaps she did a bit of Shawn Michaels SummerSlam 2005 selling of it, but who needs?
Love a wee bit of WWE references and commentary. It's lovely.
We do. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee right here. Delivery by Bullock is again dangerous. That was actually nearly going into the back of the net. But again, that wind. Bullock's probably put on the same amount of power as she would any other free kick she takes, but she's just taking it in its stride. It's a great goal kick there. Waldy defends well.
Yeah, I think Charlotte put a wee bit of unnecessary pressure on Husband there. I don't think that was. She had to float that ball over. I think she could have went for a longer punt, because it was just 3 Thistle players just closing her down all at the one time. I think it was a bit unfair on her there.
Well, you throw your youth into the deep end. You got to learn somehow. It's a great ball. Just a wee bit too hard. Donaldson's done well to keep it in possession. It's a good
Brilliant
delivery.
ball.
Boyce perhaps went down a wee bit easy there.
Yeah, I think she tripped up.
Definitely. I think
There's-
Waldy's
There's
boots just got
absolutely no
no malice.
Yeah, there was no contesting from Boyce there. I think she just took a wee trip.
Here is Waldy. Sinclair does well to cut out the danger there.
Yeah, Finlay went up, done well with the flick on, but just unfortunate.
Putting on a lot of pressure here to Adam Mulligan, and it's given away quite carelessly. Waldy's now completely out of position. Captain Hunter to the rescue. It's a great ball. Slater under pressure. Does very well to get that ball off of Lockwood for a Thistle throw in. Doherty takes. Donaldson collects. Here's Taylor. Bullock looking long towards Boyce. Again, just a wee bit too hard, but Doherty giving chase. It's going to get to the wire, and it's just gone out of play.
Yeah, Girasoli was quite calm there. Didn't panic.
I think she actually just started walking back towards the end.
Yeah. I think Doherty was always chasing there. I don't think, even if she ran full pelt, I don't think she was keeping that in.
Here's Waldy, takes it long towards Timms. That target forwards that we talked about so much in the first half. Finlay giving chase. Back under possession from the away side, only for a moment as it goes out for another Thistle throw in.
I think we're moments away from Brian Graham attempting to sub himself on to score a goal here.
Listen, 20 goals this season so far.
Yeah. Just an incredible couple of seasons actually for him. If you take into account last year and this year for his age, I hope he won't mind me saying he's doing absolutely fantastic.
Aged like a fine wine.
Exactly. And stepping into management so early and leading this Thistle team to, was it top 6 last year?
Top 6 last year.
And secured top 6 already.
Plus a cup final.
Plus a cup final.
To be played at your home turf.
That's it. He's done so well on a managerial sense and his playing career. He's a leader on and off the pitch quite clearly. So,
well, I've seen a stat today. First Thistle forward to score 20 goals in consecutive seasons since, I think it was 1960 or something. It's great defending there by Bullock. Stop Lockwood getting that cross in, but it's dangerous.
it seems like Kate's playing kind of off the main striker, whereas when Mooney was on, it seemed to be two
up top.
whereas now it seems she's kind of dropped a bit deeper.
Sort of a number 10. Sort of false 9 kind of striker if you would as well. It's a great delivery from that corner. It's been met, and it's hit to the arm safely of Megan Cunningham. I think that might have been the Hunter that hit that.
Yeah, it seemed to be Georgia Hunter that got her foot on it. It seemed like she got a really good connection. It was just the direction.
That's a great kick. It's a wee bit too much in it, even as fast as Rachel Donaldson is. One of the fastest in the league.
Yeah, she's been impressive so far. I think she's kind of went under the radar. She's done well. She's quite quick on that left-hand side.
Especially when you haven't contend with Emma Brownlee being your right back. Adam Mulligan trying to create something. Sinclair not quite letting her away. She eventually gets that ball forward, but it's just taken wide. Doherty trying to create an option with this throw. Try to find anyone in some space. That will be Lucy Sinclair, but when you have 3 Harps players surrounding you, it's always going to be difficult. Lawton trying to find Henderson there, and it goes past her.
I was going to say initially that was really good positioning from her, but just a bit slack with the pass. But Thistle done well to get the ball back here.
Here is Henderson, and that's some good defending there by Husband. Equally good defending by Sinclair and Timms. And now Adam Mulligan looks out wide. Here's Brownlee, and it's a dangerous opportunity here for Hearts. It's a good ball into the box. Well collected there by Megan Cunningham. She had to hold on to that. She did well. I think that was aiming for Danny Finlay.
Yeah, I think Danny was always running onto it. I think Jess at the back post probably was the initial option. The ball was going for, just wasn't enough power quite on it.
It's a great ball there by Doherty looking for Boyce. It's again just a wee bit too much on it. I think Hunter actually might have had it covered, but Thistle are trying. Can't knock them for that. It's a great ball.
Oh,
It's a great
Katie's
ball.
away here.
Katie Lockwood
Good save.
right into the hands of Megan Cunningham once more.
I think
Scored 2 against us last time. Got to be more.
careful with her
Yeah,
marking.
That's
I
what I
think,
was
yeah,
trying to get the correct terms, because I think that was unlucky because it just
yeah,
again
just missed Timms and kind of went over. It was unexpected, but yeah, you can't give Katie Lockwood that much room to run into. I think it was poor with the finish, but I think she had the right idea.
she's definitely capable of better.
Yeah.
Brian Graham sending a few players for a warm-up. Includes former Hearts midfielder Rebecca McAllister, Scotland international. We've also got Jenna Ferguson on the warm-up. She's on loan from Rangers. She's recently back from international break. She had a fruitful couple of games against Wales. Here's a chance. I think looking perhaps for Sinclair, and it's too heavy. She'll give chase on Husband now. It's Henderson now giving chase. Adam Mulligan.
Nice wee turn there.
Husband again. It's a good idea, but it's well cut out by Doherty.
Yeah, it was a nice wee initial bit of skill again. Just that wee turn allowed her to run onto the ball, and she done really well. It was a very last minute pass, but it just flicked it past the press of the Thistle player. It was then just that ball out wide that just didn't quite go past Claire Doherty.
Back underway. Yeah, I've noticed that it's almost as if Chirasoli's playing the right back, and they've even pushed Brownlee as sort of a right winger now. I know it's not what's happening, but that just seems to be the style of play that's going on.
Yeah, I think it's tough there from Girasoli. We've got a split opinion in the crowd here.
Chirasoli probably fortunate not being the book yet.
Yeah, I would say that's our final warning, surely.
I think our final warning came 3 fouls ago, but again, I think Brian Graham's going to have a wee word with the SFA about the officials here. It's a good delivery into the box there by Bullock. Taylor sends it goalward bound, and it's into the arms of Parker Smith. It's Georgia Hunter finds Sadie Mulligan and looking perhaps for that long ball towards Finlay.
Yeah, she's really trying to link the defence and attack here. She's doing quite a good job.
Hunter under a lot of pressure there by Henderson. forced to chuck that out for a throw-in. Emma Lawton will take. Emma Lawton's probably been quieter than she would like to have been in this game. Hunter sticks that out for a throw-in. Not many options available for the young defender. Seems to be some players getting ready to come on for the Jags. I can see Cody Hay and Rebecca McAllister readying up. So that's a Thistle ball. Nope.
Nah, I believe it did come off of Boyce. That was a poor throw in there from Lizzie Waldy, but she'll take it. Kira Grant's intercepted.
Attempted to the box there by Boyce, and Husband's going to try and send it long towards Timms. She will get it there. Good link up again with Husband. Sent Slater miles out of position, actually.
Ah, poor there from Grant. She done well with the initial turn. The ball just kind of got lost underneath her feet.
Poor there by this will give the ball away so needlessly. Let's get to that stage. I think they know it's getting tight. 25 minutes left, give or take.
Yeah, it kind of went slow when Thistle were attacking there, and then all of a sudden it kind of switched and Hearts were on the break and the press was quite high from Thistle. Left Katie Lockwood quite open, which we've already discussed. You can't do that.
Yep. Donaldson perhaps feeling like she should have had a fill there. It's a great ball over the top.
Oh, and she's been brought down here.
Not again. Not again. I can't do this again. Sorry, PTSD, folks. I think that was... With all due respect, actually, I think that one was probably more of the red card than what was the red card last time. But I'm surprised he's not actually gave it a booking. I thought that would have maybe been a booking because it is almost a goal scoring opportunity.
I think going off of my logic of the last one, I think it was probably the right decision not to send anyone off there, but
Faulkner's just wanting a word with the referee.
yeah, we've just seen a replay there. It looks like the Thistle defender had two hands on Timms. I would say that was quite a fair call from the referee for once.
Kira Grant scored a free kick against us last time. Can she do it again? She very well could. It's safely into the arms of Cunningham.
Oh, and there's only one Hearts player back.
Only one Thistle player forward on the other side. Taylor keeping possession well. Keeping possession very well, but...
Oh, it was a coming together there with Docherty and Kira Grant. Docherty still down. The ball goes out of play here. Surely the play will get brought back.
Timms is not happy. She feels like that should have been her throw-in. I think the referee will probably go back and have a word. Still down is Docherty. Of course, we do have defensive options on the bench. Jenna Ferguson could, of course, be brought into action. Plenty of options. I mean, the two subs that were pre-planned are going to be brought on in the meantime. That being Rebecca McAllister, Cody Hay. Donaldson will be making way, as will Amy Bullock.
Substitution for Partick Thistle, off-coming number 14, Amy Bullock.
Just going into the final 20 minutes
And
here.
number 7, Cody Hay. And number 11,
There's got to be a
Rebecca
goal,
McAllister.
otherwise we need to suffer 30 minutes of extra time. and then possibly a penalty shootout. I think most Thistle fans will say that they've had enough of penalty shootouts in recent history. So
well, last year we played Hearts in the Scottish Cup, and it was one each, and then subjected to 30 minutes of extra time where we lost 4-1. Here's McAllister. So we flick on from Henderson, can't quite do anything though. Switch out to Husband up against Cody Hay.
oh, she's done brilliant there with that wee turn.
Finlay should have probably done better there.
Yeah, she had to collect that there rather than... It seemed like she tried to stop the ball underneath her studs, but I think there you just had to take a wee side foot touch, try and assess your options and then make some sort of pass, but it just didn't come off for her there.
It's a good long ball. It's going to be Boyce against Girasoli. Girasoli comes out on top in the meantime.
Oh, very physical, but she does so well there to get rid of Boyce, but
that's really poor by the referee. From both sets of fans, actually, I think.
yeah, I think initially Gio had two arms holding Boyce, but then it seemed as though Boyce had realised that and went down quite easily, so both parties seemed to be at fault at one point in that incident. So I think the referee done the right thing to let the play go.
It's very well done there by Sinclair. Someone should be getting on to the end of that. I think it was aiming for Taylor. Rosie Slater now. It's a good long ball towards Hay, who just can't quite keep it in. Well, that was a manic minute or so.
Yeah, a lot to talk about there. Struggling to keep up. It's always good in these sort of games though. You don't want to be at a 0-0 and have nothing to talk about. A dry game, as most of them can be, but this has been quite good, action-packed. There's been plenty of chances at both ends, especially in this half so far. With 20 minutes or so to go, you would expect some sort of action in front of the goalmouth.
See Brian Graham looking to his bench once again. Perhaps a wee bit cautious not to use off Polly's substitutes already, especially with a looming potential of extra time. Neither team look like they want to score right now, so
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Ava Ollard decides to do. She's got a lot of good options on the bench. She's obviously had a triple substitution already. She's still got two left to make. Got Monica Forsyth, who's just came back from a horrible injury. Was a really important player when she first signed, and one that Ava, when she first joined Hearts, knew very well. So be interesting to see his Hearts break here.
oh,
Excellent ball.
It's a good ball. Adam Mulligan out to Lockwood. Timms is offside. Missed anyway, but she was offside.
Yeah, play to the whistle and all that, but I think she realised.
I think she knew.
Hence the tame effort on goal. I feel like she would have done better.
Adam Mulligan again getting her praise from the crowd. Sinclair trying to create something. Perhaps a wee bit of a tug in the back there, but not enough in it. Here goes Lawton. Trying to find Cody Hay. It's a bit of a heavy touch there by the winger and can't keep it in.
It seems to be a very good understanding of the formation from Hearts here. As when Jess broke forward just to try and press Slater before the pass, you saw Sad Adamolican and Lizzie Waldy kind of press that area just to make sure that there was no joy for Cody Hay.
Well, look at this, Kira Grant, a lot of pressure there on. Taylor comes out on top now with a switch. Doherty is going to beat there before Brownlee, but that's left the danger of your left side is not Got a defender.
Goes back to what we were saying earlier about second balls. Seems like Hearts seem to be picking up.
Any loose sort of pass.
Yes.
That's good by Claire Doherty to cut that out. Still there for Thistle. Just try to get us forward, I think, is the thinking of.
Ask him to zoom it out a wee bit, just the actual stream, if that's okay.
So we stop and play. Looks like Taylor's taking a bit of a knock. Of course, a couple of players on the bench could come on and replicate that role. Claire Adams and Rachel Wright, probably your most like for like.
Just some people say it's just a wee bit too zoomed in there. Is that okay?
Taylor is going to go to the side of the pitch just to get some further assessed by the physio. In fact, it looks like it's just going to be a drop ball for Hearts rather than start with a throw-in, which we assumed it would be, but back underway. Taylor is back on the pitch as well, which is good to see. Lawton wins the header here. Adam Mullican perhaps taking a wee bit of a heavy hit there. Husband doing well to keep possession. Just drops it back to Adam Mullican. Back to Husband. Good to link up between the pair on the wing here. It's a good ball into the box. Lockwood will get to it. Still there. Girasoli too heavy a touch though. Thistle can't capitalise on that.
Georgia Timms was screaming for it off of Taylor. And she just didn't get it. Or Finlay, sorry, she was screaming for it off of Finlay, but just wasn't quick enough.
Not quite. Brian Graham looking towards his bench once more. Seems like Imogen Longcake's going to join the action. Of course, scored in the 4-1 defeat. Ball has just gone out. Yep, it will be Imogen Longcake. Not sure who's going to come off. It looks like Carla Boyce. It's Carla Boyce. Our afternoon's over. Probably a wee bit disappointed she's not found the back of the net today.
I know we don't usually correspond to comments on YouTube, but Chaz has said it's a pretty scrappy game overall, and I would heavily agree. I think no team has really got comfortable in this match so far. So I think for 75 minutes, I mean, it's not been entirely one-sided, which is a good thing for the neutral viewer, but yeah, somebody just needs to find that wee bit of composure.
For the neutral viewer, is that you or are you? Sinclair trying to find Longcake. Emma Lawton trying to beat Husband here. She does very well actually, because that's a throw in for Thistle. Just tapping it off of her. Emma Lawton, of course, has had time at the Scotland under-23 camp this season.
Yeah, there's plenty of international experience within these two squads. As we were saying,
that's a great ball towards the back.
There's a lot of youth Scottish internationalists within Hearts and within Thistle, as well as you've got Ciara Grant, who's an Irish international. You've got Adam Mullican, who's a Jamaican international. So, you know, there's plenty of international experience within these two teams, which
I think it's a full Scottish lineup from Thistle, bar Imogen Longcake now. You also look at the other people in our team, Cody Hay, of course her sister, very much involved in the Scotland team. Rangers forward. Here's husband.
Oh, that's
A great attempt. It's very unlucky.
unlucky from Jess. It's probably the right decision, I would say, to take a shot there.
It's good for Jessica Husband to actually get this experience in the first team for you guys.
Definitely. I mean, it's invaluable. And it's trying to make that gap between the first team and the under 18s that wee bit smaller.
A wee bit easier to transition as well.
Exactly. And that's what you want. You want the youth setups within these teams, the academies, to be able to provide players which can go on to play for the first team.
Parker Smith forced off her line fast there. Henderson was looming. Well brought down there by Taylor and Longcake and Girasoldi again once more. There to block off.
He's been heavily involved, Girasoli, down that right or left hand side, whichever way you look at it, but played very well despite having a couple of fouls in the early stages of the match.
Early stages.
Every stage of the
3
match.
minutes ago. Here is Hunter. Sends it forwards. Brought out by Sinclair. Taylor now. Waldy's forced out. Here Brian Graham from all the way over here. He's not impressed.
I think you can hear Brian Graham on the other side of Glasgow when things aren't going his way.
Anyone watching in Pollock Shields, confirm if you can hear Brian Graham right now.
If you can hear Brian Graham through the microphone, we do apologise.
I'm not even talking about the microphone, I'm just talking about it generally.
Yeah, if you hear him through your windows, etc.
It's a good ball towards the box there by Waldy. It's cut out by Doherty once more. Probably my man of the match so far, or player of the match.
Yeah, there's not been much joy down that side for Hearts, so
Tim's going to try a shot. Oh, it's actually very well done. Just snuck it in for Brownlee.
will be a corner for Hearts here, I'm sure.
It is. Faulkner forced out for it. Let's see what the Jam Tarts can do from this.
The homer in Barts.
The 180 darts. We have fun.
We do indeed.
Unless this goes in, then we do not have fun. Grant to deliver once more. That's a fantastic delivery again.
Oh, unlucky from Georgia Hunter at the back post there. Kira Grant just showing her.
I'm not actually sure how Hunter didn't make her head onto that.
Yeah, just the timing was just slightly off, but I mean, it was a brilliant ball in.
Oh, what a throw in there, Lawton to Henderson. Henderson trying to find Longcake, can't get there. I think Grant maybe fortunate not to get away with a handball there.
Yeah, I think Cara's been quite quiet so far.
Oh, that's only because I'm commentating. I'm a curse for her. We've discussed this many a times, me and Cara.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm not there, she scores. When I'm here, she doesn't.
Good feet from Katie Lockwood there.
Adam Mulligan here. Oh.
Good.
Very well recovered there by Cunningham. Oh, it's a great ball.
Oh,
what
what a
piece
touch.
of defending there by Girasoli.
That was.
She doesn't get that touch, that's 1-0.
That was just incredible from Girasoli there, getting her foot onto that. We were singing her praises not long ago.
Well, that's a foul, I would say. Yep. Let's see how we can progress from this. Just about 10 minutes or 5-10 minutes left in this match. Oh, of the 90, I should say.
Yeah, you would actually say that so far going to extra time would probably favour Thistle more than it would favour Hearts. Not in the sense of you would think that Hearts would be the fitter team over the 120 minutes. However, the last thing that Brian Graham wants right now is for a late goal with not enough time to respond, which, as we can see, Hearts are doing quite well. I say that as commentators, cursors.
This is very scrappy and end to
Yeah.
end right now.
I think an ounce of desperation is coming in from both teams as we get to the end of the game. They can feel the pressure of the time.
It's a good ball.
And as we say that, it was an excellent ball.
I think Lockwood's quite fortunate not to be penalised there. I think there was a stray hand onto Doherty.
I think Lockwood
do something here.
Took the wrong decision there. I think after the first shot, she should have passed it.
Here's Husband up against Lawton. Just drop it back to Waldy. Waldy sends it forward, looking for Timms. Timms goes down.
I think that could have went either way, really. I think the referee was just trying to stop the game before something else happened.
Yeah, I think that's a wee bit easy. Chance for Kira Grant to create something again. Had a Mulligan try to be sneaky and go down this left hand side. It's a good ball.
Oh, Lizzie Waldy gets her head on it.
That's poor. It's really poor actually. 1-0 to, well, not to Thistle, 1-0 to Hearts. I think the foul, I don't think that was a free kick to begin with. And
once the free kick is given, though, it's her again, Kira Grant whipping that ball in. It's a brilliant ball. And as I said earlier, the last thing that Brian Graham wanted was to go into the end of this game with a 1-goal deficit, trying to find something.
I'm never having you on commentary again. It's your curse.
The fans are right behind the Jags here, though. You never know what can happen at the end of this game. This is me trying to make up for the fact that I said that about Brian Graham.
I'm sending him over here. He's coming to get you. It's a great touch there by Longcake. Taylor trying to do something, and again it's Waldy. Waldy's completely out of position, yep.
That's the thing though with this 5-3-2 formation, is that the defenders can go astray, make runs forward, and they'll still have 4 or 3 behind them, which I think is what's working.
Lucy Sinclair's making way, and it will be replacement Rosie McQuillan. Brian Graham's trying to go a wee bit more attacking.
Thistle off-coming number 22, off-coming number 30, Lucy Sinclair, and on-coming number 22, Rosie McQuillan.
I think Girasili's happy, just take her time with this throw-in. Intrigued to see how long this referee adds on.
Yeah, the ball's been out of play quite a lot in this half, and it was the same in the first half, and there was what, 3 or 4 minutes added max. So
that's a full throw.
I think that was desperate.
Oh, she's got the free kick. Oh no, she's not.
No.
I thought she. Well, no.
No,
There seems to be a bit of confusion in both ends.
I thought it was a throw in, and then
I
as you
thought
say,
it was as well, but then
there was a bit of confusion.
But then the way he's pointed for it, and it looks like that's Kaylin Mitchie coming on. It looks like. can't be certain.
Yes.
Adam Mulligan's going to make way.
No, I think she's been brought on here to just try and
It's more a
break
defensive
up the
midfielder.
play.
Adam Mulligan can obviously create stuff, but that's more of a defence midfielder. Stormont's trying to inspire the team once more.
Yeah, you'd imagine it's going to fall to a more traditional 5 at the back in the next couple of minutes for Hearts. Just try and secure the 1-0.
McQuillan flicks it on. Here's Henderson. Looks out for Lawton. Gets it there. What can Emma Lawton create here? It's very well defended. I think that was Kira Grant again.
Yeah, Petershill just came alive here.
Trying to get behind their team. That's his entered the 90th minute. Henderson. That's. What? Why has he brought that back? Why has he brought that back?
I'm not quite sure what that was about.
What was
Seemed
the
like
foul in there for?
I don't know if it was almost for simulation, but I don't think Cara had ever debated.
There's no simulation in there. She actually gets probably
No,
brought down
she-
weekly, and then he's got a foul for what? Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Emma Lawton's been brought down.
For God's sake, it's all getting a bit scrappy here.
That's
God.
that's I won't. I think that something needs to happen with officiating in Scotland. All I'm saying. Not a single booking has been whipped out today, by the way. What is happening here? What? It's incredibly scrappy, but yeah, he's refusing to give anything.
Yeah, I think the officiating throughout the game for both sides has been quite poor. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's swayed one-sided. I think more than anything, it's just the confusion as to why some of the decisions have been given. It's been a lot of weird, like the drop ball earlier for Hearts when it probably should have just been a throw-in.
Drop ball for that, then you have the goal that's not given, then you have but that right there.
Yeah, the foul that we had for the goal as well was probably one to talk about. So it's not as if it's directly impacted just one team. I would say that's the main thing. It's not as if Thistle have been hard done by the officiant. It's not as if Hearts have been hard done by. It's just we're just struggling to understand where some of these decisions are actually coming from.
Listen, this is the Scottish Cup. This is one of the oldest trophies in football. And yeah, you've got referees I wouldn't want to see for a 10-year-old 7-a-side match. Too heavy there by Henderson.
A massive thank you to today's match sponsors, the Jags Foundation. They have picked us their Partick Thistle Player of the Match, number 3, Emma Lawton.
I'd say that's fair. Jags Foundation selected Emma Lawton as their Player of the Match. I think
Jess has been being called back, but she's just going to run forward anyway. Just try to waste time here, it looks like. I mean, if you swap the scoreline, you would think Thistle would do the same. They would take the 1-0.
Oh no, absolutely. I would actually encourage it. But
it's frustrating for the Jags just to see the ball getting held.
It really is.
That is an excellent ball if she can get on the end of that. Oh, she has managed to.
And I think
not quite conventionally.
That's fantastic defending by Emma Lawton.
Sorry, I cut you off a wee bit there as you were saying.
No.
It was fantastic defending. The initial ball was excellent. Claire Docherty looked to get onto it, thought she would have had it, and then Emma Brownlee just managed to get.
I think that there won't be a swing into the box here from Kira Grant. I think that she'll just give this to Georgia Timms. She even touched the ball there.
Yeah, it was just a slight wee flick.
This game could have gone either way, but Thistle will feel hard done by. That's full time here.
4 minutes of
I
additional
think
play
the
done.
fans are letting the referee know how they feel. Some booing and the likes, but overall, I think it's difficult.
And I'll be interested to see
Thank you for everybody for your support.
scanning Brian Graham's movements here.
It's the progression into the semi-finals for Hearts. It wasn't to be for Partick Thistle today. It's ended 1-0 here at Petershill Park thanks to goal by Waldy. It's about the 86th, 87th minute.
Yeah, I think we've overlooked how good that goal actually was just by the refereeing decisions. Obviously, the foul leading up might not have been
I don't think that was
a foul. I'd need to see it back. But the initial ball in from Ciara Grant, as we've said many times, she's a free kick specialist.
Yeah.
How many corners does she have that probably should have ended up in the back of the net?
Yeah, I mean,
but it was a brilliant ball in, and Lizzie Waldy, I mean, just gets her head on it, sticks it in the back of the net.
yeah, I mean it's
just a shame of the build-up for the Jags, whether or not it was a foul or not.
definitely. I mean, at least we have one thing to look forward to. Of course, Tynecastle Park in 2 weeks against Rangers for the League Cup final. We're still obviously in that trophy, so it'd be good to bring that back to Glasgow. But this game ends in defeat for the Jags, 1-0 to Heart of Midlothian, and the Jags bow out. But overall, a lot of positive from this cup run, and I'll be interested to see how you guys get on in the next round.
Yeah, definitely. I think Thistle can take a lot of pride in how they've went so far. As you were saying, it's not been the easiest for Thistle. It was no disrespect to the teams that Hearts have played so far, but it's been a fairly easy cup run up until this point, and Hearts have done well to get over the line here. It was always going to be a tough match, and I think both teams can come out of the game with positives today. And as you say, Thistle have got a cup final to look forward to at Tynecastle. I'll be there providing some coverage for the SPFL. I would hope you, Kieran, would be there, and as many Jags fans as can possibly make it.
Oh, I'll
show
be there.
some support of the team.
Yeah, I think you can actually hear the other referee walking off the pitch to eruption of boos from probably both the Jags fans and the Hearts fans alike.
Yeah,
A lot of decisions went against them, but I mean, you can see over there that Girasoli's winding up. Emma Lawton and Claire Docherty has walked past. But regardless, that's all for today, folks. We will be back with coverage probably in the next few weeks. Next week we're away to Hibernian, so it'll be great to see as many fans out at Meadowbank as we can get. But that's all today. Hearts 1, Thistle 0.